Jordan Peterson is an overall awesome psychologist and brings great value to my life. No doubt about it. I can personally attest to that fact because I learned so much from reading his books and listening to his lectures and podcasts, especially the ones about the Bible. I think he is an excellent resource, and I admire his courage in his struggles with anxiety and depression and coming out of a dark stage in his life. I also think it's unfair that the Canadian Board of Psychologists is unfairly targeting him, as I think it demonstrates their utter cowardice and lack of tolerance to different ideas, which is the foundation of the whole psychological science. Having said all that, when it comes to dating, I think Jordan Peterson is not the worst source for dating advice, but is definitely not the best either. A lot of his advice stems from his own upbringing in the 60s and 70s and how male and female relationship dynamics operated in those decades. He is, all in all, a 20th century man in his morals and philosophy, even when it comes to dating, which is problematic because a lot has changed since the end of the 20th century. A lot of it has to do with the influence of social media, which Jordan doesn't seem to fully grasp. While he acknowledges the reality that, at least on dating apps, 80% of women vie for the top 20% of men, his advice on how to attract a woman doesn't adapt to this reality. How is the average guy supposed to find a suitable partner when 80% of men are competing for 20% of women? Of course, I acknowledge that these statistics don't take into account the realities of dating for each individual, as each individual is unique. But pretending that this statistic doesn't change the dynamics of today's dating situation is quite naive and even presumptuous. In my opinion, Jordan does this a lot. While he doesn't directly insult men, as many feminists do, he doesn't show them too much compassion either, at least when it comes to attracting a partner for a long-term relationship. He just uses his own version of toughen up and man up as his overarching philosophy on how men should conduct themselves in order to be successful in attracting a high-quality woman. This philosophy is oftentimes summarized by his catchphrases, take some responsibility, and clean your room. Those things do make you a better person, of course, but they don't directly answer the question that so many men have. How do I succeed in finding a long-term partner in today's dating world? As far as his other advice on self-development, I highly recommend listening to Jordan because it's usually backed up by research and his own clinical and life experience. There's a lot to learn about masculinity from Jordan Peterson, especially given how influenced he is by the Bible. His only flaw is that he doesn't understand how modern dating works because his mind is still stuck in the 70s when he met his soon-to-be wife when they were young. So overall, he has good advice about life and self-development, but not directly beneficial when it comes to dating advice. So that's it for this video. If you like this content, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share to get notified about more videos like this one. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.